October 11th. 1347. Louis V, Emperor of Germany, killed by a fall from his horse. This event prevented a new civil war, which threatened the happiness of Germany. 1441. The government of Venice prohibited the printing and vending of playing cards by foreigners in those dominions. 1492. Columbus discovered the Bahama Islands, his first discovery of land. 1521. Leo X issued a decree, conferring upon Henry VIII of England the title of Defender of the Faith. 1531. Ulricus Zuinglius, an able and zealous Swiss reformer, killed in a skirmish with his popish opponents. 1611. John Cowell, an English lawyer and antiquary, died, author of some works on the law. 1612. The remains of Mary, Queen of Scots, removed to a vault in Henry VIII's chapel, where a most magnificent monument was erected to her memory. 1614. Charter granted to the United New Netherland Company, giving it the exclusive right to visit and trade with the countries in America, lying between the 40th and 45th degrees of north latitude. This country was now for the first time called New Netherland. 1643. John du Verger de Lorraine died, an eminent French ecclesiastic, who formed a new system of faith, which becoming popular, drew upon him the resentment of Richelieu. 1698. Treaty between England, France and Holland, for the partition of Spain. 1698. William Molyneux, an eminent Irish mathematician, died. He was ardently devoted to science, founded the Philosophical Society of Ireland, and invented a telescope dial. 1702. Battle of Vigo. The British Admiral Rooke attacked the French fleet and Spanish batteries. The French destroyed 8 ships, and the British burned 6 galleons, richly laden with goods and plate, valued at 14 million pieces of 8. They also razed the fortifications, and brought off 10 ships of war and 11 galleons, with 7 million pieces of 8. 1705. William Amontons, an eminent French mechanic, died. He suggested some improvements in barometers and thermometers, and invented a method of communicating intelligence, which has since been adopted under the name of telegraph. 1709. Mons taken by the Allies. 1727. Edward Colston, an English philanthropist, died. He acquired wealth by commerce with Spain, with which he endowed numerous charitable institutions. 1736. Great storm on the river Ganges. 300,000 lives are supposed to have been lost. 1750. John Baptist Joseph Lang died, the celebrated vicar of St. Sulpice at Paris, who refused all preferments, and devoted the revenues which he collected to the institution and support of judiciously planned charitable establishments. 1752. Thomas Stackhouse, a learned, pious but necessitous divine, died. 1776. The Americans under General Arnold attacked on Lake Champlain by the British under Captain Pringle. Arnold lost 2 gondolas taken and 1 blown up, and was forced to retreat, owing to the inferiority of his force. 1779. Several individuals who had voluntarily remained in King's Bench Prison, London, for the purpose of letting their rooms, were turned out. 1790. Henry Cullen, an eminent physician of Edinburgh, died. 1791. The Bank of Providence, the first bank in Rhode Island, began to discount 1797. Battle off Camperdown, between the British fleet, 17 vessels, Admiral Duncan, and Dutch fleet, 23, Admiral Winter. Of 9 ships. 1808. John Page, Governor of Virginia, died. A patriot, statesman and philosopher. 1817. Andrew Pickens, a distinguished Revolutionary officer, died, aged 78. He commenced his military career in the French War, which terminated in 1763. One of those who indefatigably kept up the spirit of resistance in South Carolina, till the enemy was expelled. 1820. The printers of London went in grand procession to Brandenburg House to present an address to Queen Caroline. It was printed on white satin, and was a superior specimen of typographical skill. 1837. Samuel Wesley, a distinguished English musician, died. His compositions are grand and masterly. His melodies sweet, varied and novel. His harmonies bold, imposing, unexpected and sublime. His resources boundless. 1841. William Lydiard, an admired and popular English writer in prose and verse, died at Clifton, aged 68. 1841. George Mears, an eminent preacher of the Associate Reformed Presbyterian Church, died at Argyle, New York, aged 81. 1846. Great hurricane in Havana, which began on the previous evening, wrecked or severely injured nearly 100 vessels, destroyed 1275 houses, and injured as many more. 1848. The Hungarian army advanced to within 6 miles of Vienna, their vedettes being visible from the city towers. 1855. The propeller Arctic and the bark Release, under command of Lieutenant Hartstein, forming the Arctic expedition in search of Drive Kane and his companions, arrived in New York, bringing with them the objects of their search.